The Infinite Disc Kontiki has to be one of the weirdest and most unique discs that I have ever put my hands on. So this is a flippy mid-range made by Infinite Disc. I believe its flight numbers are like 45-30 or something along those lines. I'll pop it up right here. But probably the weirdest part is just the look and the feel of this disc. If you look at the profile of it, it's a very domey mid-range, but it's also very shallow and beaded, which honestly gives it such a funky hand feel. Like, I don't even know how to describe it. I've never felt anything else remotely similar to it. So I also have another flippy mid-range made by Infinite, being the Infinite Disc Kansu. This is Infinite's newest mold, I believe, and it has very similar flight numbers, maybe even the same flight numbers. I'm not sure if it's a 4 or a 5 speed. So I think they're both 4.5-30, if I'm not mistaken, but they have completely different hand feels. The Kansu almost feels like more of like a hybrid between a fairway and a mid. The closest comparison I have would probably be like a deeper roll-up. We're about to play 9 holes with these discs that in theory should fly very similar, but they look like completely different discs. Without further ado, Kontiki. Wow. Threw that on like a 20% hyzer and it flipped the entire way. Yeah, that was very flippy. I don't really expect this thing to be as flippy as that thing, but I guess we shall find out. Okay. Also a very flippy disc right there. Just started out too far right, where it kind of had a pretty similar flight, maybe even a little more overstable. But just because I started out too far right, ended up on the concrete, didn't have a chance to fight back. Kontiki. We'll just play this as hazard, get 60-footer for par. Bogey it is. Thanks, son. Boy left grass all over the tee pad. This hole should be a pretty fun hole to throw with these flippy discs. Knife them on that hyzer through the gap and just let them flip the whole way. Go with the Kontiki first. Kontiki is 1 down. Go, get through. Oh, it got through. Hyzer in. That is like 99 feet long, to be exact. Just like that. Keep flipping. Ooh, almost rung that joker up. Out the Kansu. Got a big stepper. That was nasty. Dos Verdes right there. This hole is, it's like an uphill 350-foot straight shot. We're gonna have to put these on a lot of hyzer. Oh. No. No freaking shot. Here's where we'll be able to see the difference in stability between the Kansu and the Kontiki. Okay. Definitely not quite as flippy. That's still very flippy. We got us a little floaty upshot. We got us another big stepper. Got it. No! Thought I drained it. That almost cut straight through the chains. Really thought I drained another big step putt there. Kontiki saw the box. I just cannot get over how weird this disc is. I want to see right here how much hyzer I have to put it on to get it to flip up to flat and not turn. Yeah, I don't think there is enough hyzer to get it to do that, if I'm being honest. Holy, stop. Try to power down on this one a little bit. Maybe put it a little nose up, get it to flip to flat. Because I definitely don't think this is as overstable as that. Oh, definitely not. Threw that a lot softer, but I mean, that held that hyzer the whole way. Not a terrible shot right here with the Kansu. Put like 2% more power on it, probably would have flipped up flat. Been perfect. Underestimated its stability. Now we got another big step up. Go. Yet another one off the cage. Gosh, this headwind. This is an ace run hole, but with the headwind, I don't know how these discs will hold up. Well, that works. Please slow down, stop. All right, this Kansu is a little more stable. Should be able to pop it a little flatter at it. Now just slow down, stop. All right, landed virtually in the same place. That's what is so weird about flight numbers. You can have the exact same flight numbers on 2 discs. You get 2 completely different flights. And I'm not advocating against flight numbers. I think they're a good tool to use, figuring out generally how a disc flies, but there's so many intricacies and these tiny little differences in a disc completely change the flight that flight numbers just don't account for. Birdies on both, 3 down, 1 down with the Kansu. Whoop. But we got a 280-foot double mando. I'm honestly gonna try to throw these out left flat and just let them turn the whole way. Okay, cut roll. I'm finding it hard to figure out if it's user error with me in the Kentucky or if it's the disc. We missed the Mando, but that's like Circle's Edge. Honestly, wasn't an awful shot with this Kentucky. We got like a Circle's Edge putt. Oh my gosh, we've been just an inch off all day. Oh, every single one's going into the cage today. That one felt good. Maybe the PA3 is just not glidey enough. All right, we've skipped back here into the woods. We're gonna play like 2 more holes. This is like a little forehand turnover for these discs. Both of these holes are an ace run. So we're gonna see if we can't ring one up to end the video. Ace run, Kentucky forehand. Get down, kick. Oh, it kicked, just not the right way. That's better. Get in. Ooh, that was so freaking close. Oh my gosh, this had to have came right by the basket. To be right here, T-pad, phew, kiss that chain, bang. Bang. Birdie, birdie. And that brings us to our final hole of the day. These discs have been very fun, even with how weird and unique, just weird, this disc is. It has been very fun to throw. Very flippy, very glidey. Put it on some crazy lines. And the Konsu, more of your traditional flippy mid. On Annie, both of these act pretty similar. Like they both want to turn, but where I see the difference is when you put the Konsu on hyzer, it doesn't want to flip and turn as much as the Kentucky does, which I would say is the biggest difference. But this hole is 180 feet. Sue, don't let me down. Get through. Okay, those are all awful. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked it, make sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.